Hey guys, Ganesh again here in my video. I don't know why excessive action. Anyway, with number 8 or 9, I'm not too sure. Maybe 10. 10, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, so midway stage, I'm going to be reviewing things about the IPL. Did some work with the intro. Hope you guys like it. Anyway, what I'm planning, I'm going to be doing this midway stage in 3 parts. And I think we're nearing the transfer window. So that's why I want to do it after. I mean, doing it this stage instead of doing it right after match 28. I mean, I did it. I could have done it then, but I decided not to. So I was hoping that the transfer window would be nearby. But anyway, I'm going to be doing in 3s. Part 1 is going to be 3 teams that stun me. Second one is going to be 3 matches that stun me. And third one was going to be 3 players that I didn't exactly expect to do so well. So anyway, starting out is 3 teams that stun me. Yeah, the team that really surprised me the most is actually CSK because at the beginning of the season, I never really thought that this team would be anything close to what the previous CSK teams were. And being a CSK fan, saw something that, but most of us did feel that we were just happy that they were back, but none of us really gave them a chance. And now that they're sitting comfortably at the top of the table, it's a really different kind of thing. And at the same time, what we considered our strength, which was our death bowling, is actually leading us down. The Indian pace bowlers are leading us down. So at this point, I'm not too sure. But CSK are looking pretty comfortable for the playoffs. And hopefully they can do something more that we CSK fans are looking forward to. So this was the first team that actually stunned me the most. The second team that really impressed me the most, or stunned me to say, is really Kings 11 Punjab, and largely for the same reasons as the Chennai Super Kings. I believe for CSK, at least hardcore CSK fans were saying that they would get through. For Kings 11 Punjab, no one was giving them a chance because the players they picked up were of caliber, but they weren't of form. Yuvraj or Gale, Finch, and it's been showing. But all of a sudden, Gale's in good form. They picked a lot based on this Karnataka team, and it's been really paying off for them. Their X Factor Mujib Zadran is also doing well, and even Akshar Patel has dropped out. So Akshar Patel, who they wanted to retain, not in the team, and they're doing well, shows that they have become a good team. So second team to be impressed with. Even Miller, for that matter, they retain him, he's not doing. Mohit Sharma not in the team. So it shows that their backup is very good. Mumbai is a team that are really in this list for the wrong reasons. If you look at my predictions, I predicted them to be first, and almost everyone gave them a chance to be first because they were a really good team on paper. They had most bases covered except the spin bowling department, which they could counter-attack more often than not. And all of a sudden, they've lost out on the crunch moments that have been crucial, and they're now languishing at the bottom of the table. They lost out to RCB. That's more than enough said. And I think the main reason is because these 5 have not stepped up. Bumrah's been economical, not taking wickets. Krunal Pandya has been phenomenal. Rohit Sharma has had his innings here and there, but he's not consistently performing. Hardik and Pollard, their powers, it's fair enough to say, their powers on the wane. Pollard at least nearing the end of his career. Hardik at the bloom, he has to step up. Let's start with the negative one this time. The number 1 on this list is Ben Stokes. The impact player that he is, and I know he's been coming off that Bristol incident, but he bowled well in the lead up to New Zealand series. He was in good form. All of a sudden he's coming here, he's finding new weaknesses against spin. He's not able to do it. He's not becoming the impact player. He's contributing in the field. He's not able to do it with bat and ball. And that 12.5 crore just under $2 million price tag, I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, I think they're looking at potential Rajasthan, but if Rajasthan are to make it to the playoffs, it's all dependent on this guy, and he has it's now time to start contributing with both bat and ball instead of either one, and he's not been doing it with either one, like I said earlier. Now the second one on this list is Ambati Rayudu, Chennai Super Kings. Yeah, so obviously he's been in brilliant form. I would say he's been the batsman of the tournament so far. And it's not something we generally associate with Ambati Rayudu. I mean, Ambati Rayudu has been having talent. He's been there from the 2003s. And he's been partially like Dinesh Karthik, except during the 2014 retention. I think it would have turned out differently if Dinesh Karthik had been retained. I think it's a contrasting careers for both of them. One managed to stay on at Mumbai and his career went on a different track than Dinesh Karthik did. Not that it matters, they're both very similar players and both of them hit good form. Raidu is in the batsman tournament. I'm banking on him to win the orange cap. Unlike those three people that I mentioned at the top of my video, like Robin Uthappa, David, I said someone else, I don't remember who. I don't think those guys, I don't think anyone's going to be expecting the orange cap or purple cap winners, which is why people say don't predict the IPL. But I still want to try my luck, and as it is, it wasn't too good. Anyway, I decided to just do something else. And my third one, that is, I was thinking whether I want to stick on the positive side or on the negative side. Now I did 2 positives there, so I decided why not do 2 negatives here. Cancel it out. It's like an anthem. So the second negative player that I've been really surprised with is Glenn Maxwell. And I rate Glenn Maxwell very, very, very highly as a T20 player. I was afraid at the end of last season he was good. It was very entertaining to watch. He would last for 2 balls, and one of those would be 6. One of those would be a 6. So it's actually a pretty good bet to bet on him for a fantasy or anything. And this year he's not been able to do anything. And I think, when he was there for Melbourne Stars, he was the only one scoring runs. The tri-series against England and New Zealand, he scored a century in 168 chase. He was in good form, and I think slow. I don't see a particular way of his dismissals. I think he's good against proficient against spin and pace, and I think the only thing that's affecting him is he's trying to be the big shot. The name that everyone gives him, the big shot. He's trying too many things. Reverse sweep, reverse paddle, that tennis bat, fly swat. And I think that's why I banged on Maxwell at the Delhi Daredevils thing, because there was Ponting to guide him, and I think Ponting's guidance is not currently working for him. I think Maxwell needs to get it into his head that he's a perfectly capable player, perfectly orthodox, and once he's settled, he can try out his favorite shots. That's my third player to watch out for.